Now, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah, and that's the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. That found Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I want to tell you to read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 to 6. You got to go to Haggai. Prophet stole Haggai, and the Lord God said, here's a rebel. I'm going to use you as a signal. So now we know that signal is small. And then he told Malachi chapter 3, verse 1, behold, I'll send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord who see shall suddenly come to his holy temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, the holy shall come. So that didn't happen also, that prophecy. Then Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. I want to see Elijah before the great dreadful day of the Lord, and shall turn the horse of the children back to the father, for the horse back to the children. He said, I'll come and strike the order for the curse. But also, you got to read Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. You got to go to Horeb. You got to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you got to go do around. We all do around, man. If you don't know who you are, you're not going to make it. And you ain't, when the time comes, that darkness comes, you ain't going to have no power. Yeah, and the demons going to have, they're doing right now. A lot of demons have their way with these people right now. So live. Yeah. But anyway, did you keep the new moon? I hope you did. I kept it, boy, and what he gave me, no, he showed me that and all that, you know. God is God, don't lie to you. Come on, let's continue. All right, so my child, oh no, you know what? There was 2 parts to the dream. I wrote the dream on 2 parts. I was eating a hamburger bun with wieners. Everyone commented. Yeah, everyone commented. Everyone commented. My childhood friend see me and said, "Come on, let me give you that what to hold on. Come on, let me," and he would give me to eat. He brought over and they gave me. Now, let me just tell you. So I was at head bed. No, I was at somebody else's house, and so I had a hamburger bun, and the hamburger bun had a wiener on, nothing else on it, just bread and a piece of meat. And so I was walking through the house. Everybody commented on me why I just had that in my hand. You know, why, you know, you just eat, that's what you eat, that's all you eat, and stuff like that. And so my childhood friend, he came over there and he asked, he said, "Come on here, let me give you something." So when I went over there, he had you know, they had cooked some he had a you know, like let's see, you know, I'm gonna tell you, a crock pot, like white, and they had whatever it was cooking was in there. It was like barley, looked like rice, like. He said, "Come over," and so he gave me some of that. And so when he gave me that, it felt on the floor, some of it. So I stooped down there and wiped it up. Now before that, when I was walking, they had sink, the kitchen sink. You know how they have two basins side by side, that type of double sink. So they had 2 double sinks. Both of them filled up with dishwater. And so after he gave me that, I ate that, then I went in the room. In the room, I sat down on the bed. So they had a television that was sitting up high. And underneath that, they just had like a fish tank. And so they had a lot of, looked like toys or something there. But so I just, you know, just thought that they had nothing live in it. And they had one white, little small, tiny white fish, but he was alive. And that's the only thing. But all the rest of it was like toys that looked dead or something floating on the top of the water. And that one fish was alive. So that's, I had that dream. All right. No. I gotta tell you the next. Next is, I know the next one is about, you ain't gonna like it, but that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So I want to read it down, go back over. I saw these 2 men clothed in top, lime green top, long sleeve, head covered, mask, only to see out of their eyes. Paul. There was They was going from door to door, and they was taking over the whole avenue on one side of the street. I'll go back over it. Next, we was lying in the park, asleep. We woke up, three of us. The man and myself got up and to use the toilets. So I told him to use the one on the right. After that, my uncle, I'm gonna go back over. My uncle told me, my Uncle Rock, he told me, he told us to wash our hands real good because this thing is more stronger than the other. So I washed my hands real well as I said to him, wash his. The man who was next, I said to him, wash, and the man that was with me also told him to wash their hands also. They did. Next scene, I'll go back over. Next scene, we started walking to the river, and I saw a man. A man in the clouds full of color. So I thought I didn't see it. So as I kept walking, I saw it again, a different face, but it appeared to be the same. So I saw, so I'm going to go back over it. So I saw the man, a black man, Israel, casting rocks, throwing rocks across the street and hitting other buildings. And the man came and cast the rocks back at him. Then he cast rocks down the street, and the woman was sitting. Women were sitting down on the steps on the left side of the street. Next, we were going to bring a board to Fred in the night walk, and that's the guy name was Fred in the night walk. I said his name, and we wondered how he could afford to pay us. The board cost $200. I said 200. Let's say $200. Let's say the bowl cost $200. Next thing, I'm going back over. Next thing was in a blue Cresta with the keys and the ignition. And the man was sitting on the passenger side. The windows rolled up. The shorter man was in the back seat. The one man up front got out and let me in. And I was the driver. I opened up the driver's side window to put the seat back a little. Next, we drove off, and we was watching these animals eating dead flesh in the street. Little black animals looked like little dogs, but with a bobtail, and they had a hook mouth, or they had a hook mouth or a hook on their mouth. A man drove to this mechanic shop. That was blocking the throughway. And so I turned around, but he had left and was across the street going to his way, and I was going to turn around. Now, I know it seemed like, but that's just how the dream opened up. So I see two men, and they have on like the light color green. I want to say lime green, but it wasn't lime green. It was a light color green. And they had, everything was covered up. The bottom part they had on brown pants, but the top part was two men. And they looked, I can tell you, they looked like angels to me because, I know how angels look. And so, people look at the angel with the wings and all like that, man, come on, bro. Well, man, I've seen so many out here. I haven't seen angels with wings. I've seen angels without wings. So anyway, so they had two of them. Their arms were covered. They had they were standing over a wash tub, and both of them. And so the head was covered, like they have on their burqa, that's what they call it. But it was green, and all you could see was the eyes, but everything else was covered up, totally covered. Right, and the top of it, and all you could see was the hands and the eyes through the slack, but everything else was covered up. The head, they had a mask, the mask was all over the face, and all that was covered. And all you could see the eyes, and it was long. And they had two of them here, a tall man and a short man. But I know, I know what it meant. But anyway, so So I thought I just shut my eyes, I guess. So I thought, man, I'm seeing stuff that can't be real. So after I did that, I opened up my eyes and shut my eyes again. Boom, there it was. Then I go into the dream, or the vision that we won't see. So after they did that, they was going down the street from door to door. That's what they was going down. On the right side of the street, they was going door to door, taking that and taking over everything. From door to door, it was going from door to door. The two men, they was going from door to door, whatever they was doing. So in the dream, most of the time it'd be like they going to no, I can't say buy. I can't say they was buying the building stuff. They was taking them over. All right, so that's what it appeared to be. All right, so after that, we end up in a park. This park called Palmer Park, but they about to rename it to something else. But it's an open field. So we know a park means an open field. And so after that happened, I woke up and they're still with me. Now, I don't think they still had the green mask and all that on. I don't think they still had that on. But anyway, so we wake up, we wake up in the morning, going to the bathroom, go and use the urinal or toilet. So we go up and we go across to use the urinal, but the urinal looked like a toilet. They didn't have the top part on where you flush, had nothing like that. They had nothing like this. Was a round bowl, white bowl with water. So I was using the one on the left side, so I told him to use the one on the right. Then the other man that was with us, his companion, that's what I already know what it means, but he was standing on the side waiting for his turn. So then after we do that, the very next scene, my uncle Rock, he died, I told you that, he died a couple of years ago in a fight. Yeah, but he didn't die of the fight, he died with the lungs and all that. But anyway, so he was there, and he was healthy, looking good and everything. And so he tells me to wash your hands. So go ahead and wash your hands. And say, wash your hands. I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said because I wrote it down. My Uncle Rob told us, wash our hands real good because this thing is more stronger than the other. That was what he told me. So I go over there, a basin sitting up high. And basin standing up high like a wash basin. That's what it looked like. And so high. So as I went over there, he had already washed them off. So we go there, I wash my hand, and I wash my hand real good. I haven't washed my hand like that in a long time. I'm talking about like you going to do surgery. That's how I was washing my hand. And boy, I seen all that soap and everything on my hand, all between the fingers and everything. That looked like liquid soap that I was using. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, it was lathered real good. That's what he told us, wash your hand because this one is way more stronger than the other one. And so I washed it, and I got to remember they had masks on and everything, both the men. Yeah, I didn't have none on, they had it on. And so when I washed my hand and everything, and so next thing I seen him, I told him, I tell you what I said. Then, so I washed my hands real well, and I said to him, wash your hands. And he washed his hand, the man washed his hand also. The man that was with me, and they had the other man that was with all of us washed our hands real well. Okay. Then after that scene, after we washed our hands real well, we start walking towards the river, walking south towards, like going towards the river, Mississippi River. So man, I look up in the sky. So when I look up in the sky, I'm thinking that I see a man, a face, and everything. Yeah, full of color, And man, I said, man, look at that, just like that. And then when I walk a little further, it's like, I was in the clouds and everything. But this stood out because it was colorful and it was a man. It was a man, his face and everything. All right, so when I saw him, I said, man. So I tried to get the other ones to see it too. But about time we walked a little bit past the trees, it was like it was gone. And so when I got past the tree and I thought it was gone, I looked up there and I said, oh, it's back up there again. And I could see his nose and his face featured round like, yeah, that's what I see. And see, I saw a man in a cloud full of colors, so I thought I didn't see it. So I kept walking, I saw it again. A different face, but it appeared to be of the same. It was a different face, but appeared to be of the same. Because the first one, he had his body, you could see his little body and everything like that. But when I walked again, all I could see was just the face and the nose and everything, but it was still colorful. All right. So after I saw that, the very next scene, they have a man, he's on the, he crossed the street on the left side of the street. Israel, one of Israel people. And so he comes, I know I don't see his face, all I see his color, dark. And so he takes a rock, and he takes that rock and he casts it across the street on the side where I was at. But way far, and I could hear it when it hits on the side of the street where I'm at. And so whatever it hits, it breaks it. And so when he does that, then another man comes, black man comes from on the other side, and he throws the rock back at him. That's what they do. And they say something, but I don't remember what they said. All right. Might have been, well, this is what you're gonna do, or something like to that nature. And so when he does that, I'm still walking. So next thing I see, he takes the rock. Now you gotta remember, when we say rock, could be a stone or whatever, but it was, you know, it was in the hand, it wasn't that big. And so he takes it and casts it down the same side of the street that he's on. And so when he casts it down the street, now I see a bunch of black women, Israel women, sitting on the steps. All of them sitting on the steps. I mean, every door you go by, all of them were sitting on the steps. On the steps. You know, they had porches and everything, but they wasn't sitting on them. They were sitting on steps. Okay. And so all of them sitting on steps. But we, you know, the stoop, as they call it, because no, I said, yeah, they had porches, but this wasn't like that. These people like sitting on steps all the way down. Blocks after blocks, that's what you see them on the left hand side. All right, so after I see that, then next scene, we're talking about bringing somebody a board, a board like a ply board or something like that. And so we was talking about bringing somebody a board, and then I hear a voice tell me, could be one of them, you know, one of the men that's with me. So he said, wait a minute. No, he said, I don't know how. He said, next week. No, he said, gonna bring Fred a board in the night ward. So you gotta bring Fred a board in the night ward. And he said, I don't know how. I would say, I don't know how. He said, I don't know how you can how Fred could afford the board. Just like this, that's what he said. See, I don't know how you could afford the board and us bringing it to him. That's what he said. He said, the board costs $200. Now he didn't say $200 or whatever. He just said the board costs $200. So when he said that, the next part of the dream, it's a little blue crest that I had way back in, I'll tell you when I had this, 91, 92, 93, something like that. And so it's, the windows are rolled up and the engine is turned on. And I can see the taller one sitting in the front, the taller man that's with me, sitting in the front, and the shorter one sitting in the back on the driver's side. And so I'm looking at, so I see the key in the ignition, and it's, you know, the car is running. And so, you know, the windows are rolled up. Now I don't know the air conditioner or nothing. So I say, man, and I get in this car and, you know, thinking about claustrophobia, thinking of claustrophobia, and thinking about the air in the car, whether it's running or not, stuff like that. And so he gets out the car. He gets out the car, the one on the driver's side. So he gets out the car and let me in. So then when he let me in, I slide in. No, I'm saying on the passenger side. He gets out and then he lets me in. So I get in there because I'm going to drive the car. And so when he lets me in and everything, so I roll down the window, put the window back, let the air blow in, so it's good. So we go down. So after we say those things, we say, well, we had to bring Fred the board, and you know, he said, well, I don't know how he's gonna afford the board and the stuff like that. So when we roll down, go down the driveway, and now we're going out, we make a left turn. So as soon as we make a left turn, I see a like a little dog in the street. They call them pugs or something like that, or whatever them little animals, little dogs. That's what it looked like. It was black, but it had his face looked like it was a hook instead of a regular nose, like a hook, and it was turned. Oh man, look at it. I'm just telling you how it looked. You know, because it looked like a dog, but his face was different. It was turned, and he's sitting in the middle of the street, and they got like ground beef or flesh in the street, and he's eating it. Yes, he is. Boy, he's tearing that flesh up in the street. And he's sitting down, nobody tell him. They got a lot of people out. Got a lot of people out. And he's sitting down in the middle of the street eating the flesh. And so when he finished eating that flesh, it looked like ground beef or something. I know it was flesh. That's why it looked like flesh. And so when he finished eating the flesh, he gets up. Now I'm looking at him, a little small dog, got a hook nose, you know, hook mouth, hook nose like that. And I want, oh man, the nose looked like a parrot's nose, but it's a dog body and everything. But I'm just telling you how his nose was twisting and turning. And so he gets up. He don't have no his tail. It's just like a little, you know, I want to say a tail like a rock wild tail or something like that, a little small. You don't have no tail, just have a little piece that represents a tail. And so you can see his buttocks and all like that. So he gets up and walks off. So when he walks off, I look a little farther, and there's another dog in the street that had just finished doing the same thing. So it was two of them. And so after that, so now I'm in a car. So he gets in the car, I'm still in the car with the same people. Now, so we going up to go towards the night wall. New Orleans, he's going out east, going towards going towards the the Atlantic Ocean type. They're going headed that way east. But when we get to the cross streets, the two main cross streets, one of them is shut down completely. And so I drive up until the scenes change. So next I'm driving up the street on my way to the night wall, on my way out to the east. And then there's a mechanic shop, and a man in the mechanic shop, and you can see the all the tools lined up on the wall, and everything like a shop should be. And so I get there, that's where I'm at. So I said, man. So there's somebody else that's supposed to be driving with me or following me and everything, but I don't know where they're at. So I backs up and said, well, I'm going to turn around, backs up out the mechanic shop. Now I'm going to turn around because I'm going, I'm going to find another way to get around. So when I backs up, go around, so I see the man, he across the street, and he already into the lane to make a right turn and go. And then I wakes up from the green. That's how it is. And so when I thought about it, man, you know what that is? I mean, I'm not going to go through all of it, but I said, Lord God, that showed me everything that was going to happen within that month. Because what I did was I know the power of it now. You got to know the power of it. I'm not going to that. That's for y'all. So now you email me, theoldelijah@gmail.com. If you email me, and then I'll tell you that way. But open up, tell you, no, I'm not going to tell you that. Because it's the mysteries, and what people don't do, they don't want to accept the mysteries of God. They just want to do like they want to do and not seek out and search for itself. Because you got to always remember what the Lord God said, when you seek me and search me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. Then I'm going to release my mysteries and secrets unto you. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen also. You be lying down, and all of a sudden, all of a sudden your minister ain't going to tell you what I saw. And then he's going to bring it to your attention what I saw. Because, because there's so much I've seen. But anyway, let me continue on. Let me continue on. I listened to that woman carrying it. Boy, you know that woman, man, that woman, the lost her mind. Yeah. Because she don't think God on chastise her, because she knows she hears voices and all that. No, you have sinned. Yeah, she sinned, because I've seen her. She had a video out there, this last video I saw it yesterday, and talking about she seen the queen getting buried or something like that. Something got to do with the queen. And so 28 seconds, all you gotta do is go to 28 seconds in that video and you can see her holding up the OK sign, the 3-6 sign. That's what she's doing. 28 seconds into the video. Go watch. Yeah, because they think God's not going to chastise them for doing that. Then I watched this other video about what they're doing in Hades. I didn't know that was going on in Hades. I didn't. And like I told you, I had a dream not too long ago where I was in this, I didn't know where I was at. And that's where it had to be Hades where I was at. Because what we got this man called Jimmy Barbecue. That's what they call him, Jimmy Barbecue. Now he running around and burning up people, burning things down. I got something for you, Jimmy Barbecue. Yeah, I got something for him. It's because Lord already told us, I'm not going to leave Israel totally unpunished. And so these people are afraid. They got their games going on. You remember, God just chastised these people not too long ago with that 10-point soul earthquake. And that's going on in all those little small islands. They're doing all type of evil, wicked things. Israel people, you know, God, man, when it comes to Israel, God don't play with Israel. Now, he'll let the other heathen go and do their thing because he got his time. But Israel, you don't play with Israel. And so, like I told you, I said, man, I haven't seen tidal waves and tsunamis like I just told you not too long ago, going over, you know, over them hours and everything. And then you have famine, because you got 2 famines coming up on. One is man-made and one from God. Okay, I told you about 2 famines. All right, so it done already started. Because these people have to raise the prices of everything. You go down the store, whatever store you go to. I go to Walmart or some other store sometime, and you see all the prices that are written high. No, man, fruits are fruit. Whether I buy it from Walmart, Walgreens, or the corner grocery store, or the corner store, fruits are fruits. And you know how high they made in the fruit store? Like I told you that yesterday about the watermelon. All right, because these people, they're making famine. All right, because Lord God said, my people are going to eat, and I'm going to feed my people. That's why we worship and serve the Creator, because He told us what He's 4 things He's going to make sure Israel has. Nobody else eat, Israel going to eat. If nobody else has nothing to drink, Israel going to drink. Now, that's talking about those who obey His voice and keep His commandment, not the other people. And so I'm looking for the Lord God to chastise Jimmy Barbecue in Hades. Oh, yeah. He's going to chastise. Why? Because they are Israel. We know they are Israel because what? They got over there in that land, hated what? All right. That, because they were slaves when they were bought. So you know that they are Israel. And God don't play with Israel. Not at all. Not at all. He don't. That's why we're in this land in the situation we are in now, because God do not play when it comes to His chosen people. Well, let me go ahead. And so, man, I so much now I was looking for everything. I said, man, in the dreams and vision I had, man, I was looking for everything, boy, and I just wouldn't come. Just wouldn't come. And I know I had read, oh man, we went over Isaiah 49. We did. I went over Isaiah 49 not too long ago. I know I did. Because that's the warning that He had to give these people. Listen to Isaiah chapter 49. And then He gave me 61 also. Yeah, I went over Isaiah 49, 61 with y'all. Because it's not what you think. It's not, no, the ungodly and the righteousness is growing up at the same time. All right, so if you then turn back, you got to get your power back. Everything has to be restored back as He have told you. Oh, man, I just read that to you yesterday in the book of Revelation. Return back unto me. Return back unto your first love. All right, then He's going to restore everything back unto us. So this was about us returning back, obeying the voice, keeping His commandment, keeping the new moons, the couple days, Sabbath day, because there's power in them. Okay, I mean, I just went over a dream with you. Okay, dreams with you, man. I'm telling you, bro, that was a beautiful thing, man. What I saw. Okay, listen, though, I hope y'all have seen the same thing too, because if you kept that was the new moon I kept. God cannot lie. He's gonna bless you, man. When our fathers kept them new moons, come on, bro. When when our father Jacob, just read that to you, when Father Jacob kept the new moon, the Lord God came down himself and appeared to him when he kept, and he changed his name. But anyway, listen, no owls unto me, and hearken ye people. Hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, and from the bowels of my mother had made mention of my name. And see, there's so much going on, because that's the same thing he's doing with y'all. The Lord, if you live in this time, as I told you before, you live in a very special time, and you have been chosen, elected, whatever you want to say, to live in this time, to do what? To stand up and fight against Satan himself. All right. I'm just telling you. And so the Lord God changing your name. And yes, he's telling you, changing your name. All right. From the bowels of my mother had he made mention of my name. And he had made my mouth like a sharp sword. And the shadow of his hand had he hid, and made me a polished shaft. And his quiver had he hid me. Now, a lot going there. So you haven't worked. I just heard Jericho say that how he got different weapons that he had in his hands. Young lady, just yesterday, told me about, I asked her what weapons did she have in hand when she was fighting and stuff. She didn't tell. But that's what's going on. Your power has been returning and being restored unto you. The more you obey his voice, keep his command, the more you live in the covenant, the more things he give me. Man, I told you, the Lord God to give me so much. I'm telling you, I've been told this before. I read this to you before. When I got my armor, and when Uriel bought me my armor. I told you about that, man. Uriel sitting so tall, boy. Yeah, boy, he tall, Uriel. And he told me, come out over here. Then he had my armor sitting up high for me. I'm just telling you, man, I done read that to you before in one of my other videos. Videos when I was doing 45-minute hours. You know, one of those videos. Yeah, he gave me that armor, man. So much, man. Flame sword. I didn't tell you that. And so those are the same thing. Okay, why would he give it to me and not give it to you, man? Come on, bro. Well, that doesn't work like that. God is a God of all. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's continue. Right. Because that's what you are. We do things what? By the word of our mouth, because we have not abstained from everything of this world. And so when he sent out those disciples, he told them, y'all didn't take none of that with y'all. That's what he said. And then when they went out, it was healing the sick, raising the dead, and doing all types of things, were they not? And so that's the same thing going on now. And what you're doing with your mouth, because you have become perfect. You can't serve two masters. And so when I just read that to you, you can't serve God and mammon too. So when you go read Acts of John to tell you who mammon is and why you don't have no power. So when you be stripped, I mean, I'm going to tell you the same thing every day. That's why you told I was sending Elijah to do what? To turn the hearts of the children back and forth, and to warn them of what? The greatly dreadful day of the Lord. Then he told us, I want to send my messenger to prepare the way before me. The Lord whom you seek your son to come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight, and whom we delight, the Lord should come. Now, so I tell you all the same thing all the time. That is not going to change. Because he had made a certain promise to our fathers, not just Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not just to Noah, not just to Noah, what I say? Oh, man. Not just to Enoch, Noah, and Shem. All right. So all of our fathers, he had made oaths and promises unto about who? About us right now today. All that comes down to what? To the last generation before the 8th generation started, and that is us. And so we got to have the power from up on high, because he told you what he was going to do for us. Man, that's what this is about, bro. And he had him, all right, he had made my mouth like a sharp sword. Has he not done that for y'all? And of his hand had he hid me, and made me a polished shaft, and his quiver had hid me. Now, I can tell you a lot about that. But I'm telling you, man, that when you say polished shaft, I mean, that could be so much. Because like I told you, I woke up and I had that, I was warm. I had that glittering sword in my hand, had a fire sword in my hand. Man, it's not so much, man. All right. I'm just letting you know what's going on, and that's what he's doing. So I thought I had read this to y'all, man. Because that's who you are. You're not knowing anybody, and everything he told you that he's going to do, he's going to do. You can't serve two masters. Now, if you're going to go back into the world and run behind education and ministries and all that stuff, you're going to lose all your power, man. You're going to be stripped. You're going to be stripped naked. And when it comes time for you to stand against them demons, they're going to wear you out. Then you're going to say, man, why did this happen to me? You're going to know why, because he's going to remind you what you have done. And say unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. See, we are all right, let's read it again there. And he said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Now, so he gonna glorify. How can he be glorified if we're not healing the sick, raising the dead, we're not beating, casting out demons, destroying devils, casting them back into hell where it belongs, or whatever. So how can he glorify in that? There's no glorifying that. And just like I told you about these people in Hades, if you want to, this now is a good time for you to try the spirit. Yeah, because if they're over there doing all that foolish thing, try the spirit, see how it goes on chastisement. Oh yeah, you can do it. Try it. Try it. He'll do it for you. Yes, you will. All right. See, try the spirit, bro. Then I say, because I already know he's going to chastise. He didn't show it to me. God is not going to let it do. But it might be something, might not just be on all Israel, like we are over Judah, because we are Judah. And all the rest of Israel might not, we all might have to, not all of us, but because we have been repenting to the folk on earth, we have repented. But it might be one person over there might need to repent and do it. But it's going to be done. Because he said it was. All right. He said it is anyway. All right. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord and my work with my God. And now say the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Come on, bro. That's who you are. All right. Okay. Well, oh Lord God, ever formed me from the womb. All right. Okay. So he ever formed me from the womb. All right. Then you ain't reading the second part. To bring Jacob again to him. And that's you. Are you not Jacob? And now are you not going back to him? Come on, bro. Because you're not going to get away with it. I'm not going to let you get away with it. I'm not going to let you sit down there and say, well, oh, man, you lie. I don't have no spirit. I can't do this. I can't do that. If you obey his voice, keep his commandment, you are Jacob. You are returned unto him. You are his servant. And you have power from our boy. No, I'm not letting you get away with it. You've been into this Christianity, to the different religion, all that time, having power, but didn't know how to get it, didn't know how to return unto your bright nature. But now that time has came, no, not let me return to that foolishness. No. Because you are the sons and daughters of God. And you know this. Don't let nobody take that from you. Just like me giving my wife some stone and say, don't let nobody take that from you. And so don't let nobody take that from you, man. You grow in grace. Keep going and going. All right, because the battle is unto the death. That's what unto the death. That's where the battle is. And then after we die, then what happens? We coming back. All right, then. I have read all that to you, man. No, they're not getting away with nothing. All right. Though Israel be not, all right, though Israel be not gathered, yet I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God should be my strength. Now we gather together in our land yet? No, but we still are being gathered. Yes, we are, man. We're in the full corner of earth. We got one, we're serving one God. We're serving one Lord. We're serving our Creator. Is we not doing that? Are we not doing that? Okay. And so no matter where we're at in the world, we are serving our Creator. Why? Because just like he scatters through the full corner of earth, and where we scatter in the full corner of earth, we know who we are now, and now we are worshiping and serving our Creator. Because they have a certain time set. And so when that time is set, just like right now, really the time is set right now. But that's why he told Zerubbabel, hey, Zerubbabel, I will use you as a signal. All right, then. So that signal has gone forth, and we have returned to creator, worship him in spirit and truth. We have returned to our king that's over all of us. Have we not done this? Where we sat at? Come on, bro. That's the prophecy. Everything is about the prophecy. Why? Because that's the spirit of the Lord. And we know that he cannot lie. All right. Though Israel be not gathered, yet I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God should be my strength. Is that not so? If it's not so, they got a little cow in there and said, man, go ahead on with all that lying and deception you're doing, slandering the truth. And he said, it is a light thing that thou should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore and preserve of Israel, and to restore and to preserve of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. I haven't went over that with y'all before. Come on, man, this is the covenant there. I won't be too long. All right. So where will we find that at? Come on, everything I tell you, you know, you can go in a certain book and search and find it. You can post it before I tell you. All right, because I'm going there. I'm going to show you. All right, so let's go to the first one. No, hold on. Just wait a minute. They got this thing. Now, I'm going to show it to you. Come on, man, what this thing doing? I'm still here. Wait a minute, let me go get the book. Come on, man, this thing. I'm still here. Just let me get it for you. Now, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to, anything I tell you will prove you are the Gentiles, man. Come on, bro. When we repent, when we come back, we become Israel. Let me just read it to you. How about I just read it to you, and we'll go from there. And what this thing is doing. All right. Let me just read it to you, and then we go from there. Now you know how they do this thing. We're going to the first chapter. The first chapter, I mean, I'm just going to give it to you. We're going to the first chapter of Jubilees. First chapter of Jubilees. Come and prove to you who you are. You not know anybody, man. Come on, bro. You are the main part of prophecy. You got two prophecies. All right, you got the Esau prophecy, who is the ending, and you got Judah prophecy, who is what? Okay, then. So I don't have to. I mean, I'm just gonna read it to you because it's better that I read it to you. All right, I don't have to go through all that. I just read it to you, then you know. Man, Israel is so wise, so humble, so merciful, because that's who we are. We not, if we doing all evil wicked things like these people over there hated Jimmy Barbie, I hope they say something bad again, so I just so long walking over up and put it on. Because man, it's a shame, bro. There's just that, no, all that in the country, they're afraid, they won't repent. No, they don't want to repent. They walk around with guns and weapons in their hand. And we know what our weapons are. And all they got to do is just repent. Obey his word. And they are Israel. You know they're Israel. And he told Israel what they have to do. And what he's going to do, I'm going to immediately take care of anything against your enemies. Man, come on, bro. Going through the same thing over and over and over again. Why? Behind what? That statue was just God's anger. You know what they're doing. Come on, bro. Don't. Oh, so you're afraid of dying now? This is what this is about. Man, come on, man. You go read another book. Go read the Apocrypha. What it says? As soon as man born, he hated for what? The grave. He hated to death. As soon as he born. Come on, bro. All right. But it's about how you gonna live during that time. Are you gonna live a righteous and holy life? Are you going to live according to the heathens and everything with our forefathers that taught us, who lied, not our fathers, who had lied to us and made us serve these up? That's why we're in captivity now, because we've been serving these idols. All right. Not all of our fathers. I'm just telling you, you know which ones have done. All right. No. Hold up. I want to show you exactly who you are. All right. No, I don't want to read it out to you. I want to catch it at a certain point. No, open your heart to every word that I speak to you. Verse 5, the book of Jubilees. All right. So open your heart to every word which I spake speak to you on this mountain, and write them in a book in order that the generations, that's plural, may see how I have not forsaken them. So the Lord God have, that's why I'm telling you about these people over here. You can do what you want. All it takes is one to humble himself and cast that beam out of his eye, then boom, it's all there. Yeah, Jimmy barbecue, the Lord God, a barbecue Jimmy. I'm telling you what he's gonna do. He's gonna do it anyway. Why? Because he is Israel, he's doing foolishness. All right. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah. I have not forsaken them for all evil which they have committed when they transgressed the covenant which I established between me and you, and for their generation this day on Mount Sinai. Now, hold up. That's an everlasting covenant that he established. What? You can't change that covenant. Nobody, you can't change your ordinance. That's why we're in this captivity now, behind the covenant. All right, it will come to pass when all these things come on them, that they will recognize that are more righteous than they in all their judgment. I'm gonna repeat it, man. Now you know when you eat vegetables and do what's right, even if you're not doing it right. Let's continue. I'm gonna repeat it. It will come to pass when all these things come on them, that they will recognize that I am more righteous than they in all their judgments and all their actions. And they will recognize that I have truly been with them. All right, so that's where we're at now. That's the prophecy. That's why I keep telling y'all the same thing over and over again in order for you to get it. Because once you get it, it's going to be a totally different situation. Because he already told you how he's going to make these people afraid. He already told you why these plagues coming on the people. Already told you how he's going to protect you and all that take hold of Jacob, God, and all those. Let me just read it to you. I'll just read it to you. All right. Write all these things, write all these words for yourself, which I spake to you today. For I know their rebellion, and their stubbornness. I say, I know their rebellion. That's another to say rebellion. And their stubbornness before I brought them into the land. So you know all there, we rebellious, we're stubborn, stiff-necked, and rebellious. You already knew that. Right? But I know their rebellion and their stubbornness before I brought them into the land, of which I swore to their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, unto your offspring will I give a land flowing with milk and honey. Then they will eat and be satisfied. They will turn to strange gods and gods that cannot deliver them from any of their tribulation. Is that not so? And so that was going on. Well, it happened to us throughout all the lands that we are. Because we serving everything of the heathen. Silver, gold, brass, iron, stone and wood. Oh, we not, that's what they're doing, man. Come on, bro. Listen, CBS Morning News, and they're bragging about they can go back to their award shows and have their concerts and all that stuff. Yeah, they're bragging about it. All right, I just been reading a dream what's going to happen. All right. Anyway, let's continue. That's what they're doing, and that's what we're doing. But we're not supposed to be doing that. Not the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, we are his offspring. Unto your offspring will I give a land flowing with milk and honey. They will eat and be satisfied. They will turn to strange gods, to gods that cannot deliver them from any of their tribulation. And this witness should be heard for a witness against them. Because that's why I'm telling them all the time. All that you're doing, well, we're going to go now. No, we're going to shorten the gap between the rich and the poor. We're going to have our own, nah, bro. Nah, you can do all that. You're not getting out of this. Only one way you're going to get out of this. Now, I done told you that. All right. So this is a witness. Because you're still in the tribulation, all that's still going on. You know it's still going on. They still want march and Black Lives Matter and get your voting rights and all that. Nah, ain't none of that happening. All that. You know all that. All right. And then you're supposed to be praying till God supposed to deliver you from all those things, and it's not happening. Because you're worshiping Christianity. You're worshiping wood and stone, silver and gold. Yeah, you're paying tithes and offerings on it not. Their tithes and offerings. You're not giving God his tithes and offerings. You done rob God out of his tithe. I just read that to you yesterday, showed you, because when you're keeping the new moon, Sabbath day, covenant days, and all that, that's what God wants us to do. All right. Waking up in the morning while the sunrise, praying, sunset praying, abstaining from everything of this world, all the idols and all that up around. Yeah. Let me continue on there. Okay. They will eat and be satisfied. They will turn to strange gods, the gods that could not deliver them from any of their tribulation. And this witness should be heard for a witness against them. They will forget all my commandments, even all that I command them. They will walk in the ways of the Gentiles. Okay. That's who you are. You're not Gentiles, but long as if you walk in the ways, I'll just read it. How about that? All right. They'll walk in the ways of the Gentiles after their uncleanness, after their shame, and will serve their gods, and will prove to them as an offense and a tribulation and a sickness and a trap. Did that not happen? Come on, man. I just told you yesterday. I would have been the same way. I've been there having surgery on my knees, surgery on my back, and all that foolishness. I had it before. Just telling you, we had it. Yeah, I had no God. I didn't law God even come to my mind. Telling you. All right. Anyway, no. And so that's what they have. It's an offense and a trap. Come on, man. You got, no. I'll just read it to you. No, just let me continue on reading. That's our Jubilees chapter, first chapter, verse 8, 9, 10. All right, we've gone 10. Many will perish and they'll be taken captive, will fall into the hands of the enemy, because they have forsaken my laws and my commandments and in the festivals of my covenant. What? Because they have forsaken my laws and my commandments, my festivals, my covenants, my Sabbaths, my holy place have made holy for myself in their presence. My tabernacle, my sanctuary, which I have made holy for myself in the midst of the land, that I should set my name on it, that it should reside there, that it should reside there. Now, I done told you all that. I'm not going back over there, because that's what we have done. All right. Well, are we in Jerusalem? Are we obeying his voice, keeping his command? No, them people that say the Jews not, they can't do what we supposed to do. And then Levi over there pretending that he's a Jew, don't even know that he's not a Jew. He can't, no, never could be a Jew. They ain't got other people over there claiming to be what? Jews, because they're doing Judaism and all that. Man, I don't care how much Judaism and all that you're doing, how much they sacrifice and righteous doing. You could never, ever be a Jew. Come on, bro, because you're Israel. All right. All right. Well, you can be a Gentile. Okay. I'll give you that much. You can be a Gentile, but you can't be a Jew no matter what you do. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Many will perish and will be taken. All right. No. Now we know. Because he told us when we repent with our whole heart. So how do you repent with your whole heart? You keep his laws, you keep his commandments, you keep his festivals, you keep his covenant, you keep his Sabbaths, you keep his holy place. Yeah, you recognize his holy place. You recognize our tabernacle, our sanctuary, his tabernacle, his sanctuary. All right? In the holy place, that is where he's going to be at, and we're going to be in the midst of him. I mean, well, he's going to be in the midst of us. Okay, well, that's verse 11. All right. They will make themselves high places of worship and graven image. And you can't go nowhere without seeing a church house, a temple, a tabernacle. That's what they done. It's everywhere. Wherever Israel is at, they got it. Okay? I'm just telling you what they have done. Well, if I'm a liar, they got a little part in there and say, well, you're a liar. That they don't have that. Because they do. Yeah, they do. And the Lord God is telling them. They will make themselves high places, places of worship and graven image. So what is that? Is that not a church, a tabernacle, a temple, synagogue? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. And what? Worship graven image. Each will worship graven image of his own making. They will go astray. They will sacrifice their children to demons, and all the errors of their heart can work. Now, I was listening that's a video that they had on YouTube yesterday. And so they sent this man and that the president, whatever his name is, I don't remember his name of Hades. All right, so he sent this man, Jimmy Barbecue, and they go in the neighborhood, they're supposed to kill so many people, because that's the sacrifice. They're supposed to kill at least 70 innocent people. That says 70 people innocent blood. Man, come on, bro, we went a bit over that, bro. We know that that's what they're doing. All right, because they'll look at it and say, well, he got a hit squad over there and he wants to keep being president, not knowing that he is doing a sacrifice unto them demons and the devil told him what to do, how many people he need to kill for this sacrifice and everything. He get Jimmy Barbecue to go out there and do the sacrifice. Come on, bro. That's what went on. Well, you think something else went on? Well, you go ahead and keep on believing that. So I used to believe that too. Yeah, oh no, he just want to be president again. He's doing that so he can stay for nah, them demons. Come on, bro. I went over that with you. Testament of Solomon. No, you get in that fix. I know how to get you out the fix. Testament of Solomon, paragraph 27. Go read that and find out who's in charge and what. And Beelzebub still tell them what to do, how much innocent blood that they got to shed, so that the demons can continue on being by them, telling them what to do and what not to do. Man, go read. I read the same thing to you. Well, do we not? Yeah, because no. No, let me continue on reading because you know the time will go past. And I know you got no. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. Each will worship graven image of his own making. They will go astray. They will sacrifice their children to demons and all errors in their heart. And all errors their heart can work. Yeah, because when you grow up and little boy, you watching TV. Oh, I want to be a football player, and I want to go to this championship, and I want to get me what? A ring. And is that not a graven image? Or I know I want to be an actor, and I want to win me a Golden Globe, or I want to win me an Oscar. Is that not a graven image? I'm just telling you what's going on. Then, oh yeah, I'm boss. And how much do they sacrifice for all those type of things? Well, I'm just a damn liar. Anyway, let's continue on. No, let's continue on. They will sacrifice their children to demons and all the errors their hearts can work. Now, yeah. Oh, girl, get away from me. Go play with your video. Yeah, go play with your PS, whatever, PlayStation. And what they have on there. You don't see them demons on there. Oh no, girl, go sit yourself down somewhere and watch your cartoons. Do they not have demons and stuff on there? Right. Then they got other things they're doing too. Yeah, because they're more than that. They say, boy, look at it, she's gonna be a scientist. Don't you see that girl? Oh, she's gonna be an engineer. Oh, don't you see that? And who all that is up? Oh, look how beautiful it is. She's gonna be a supermodel. Oh, see how I can help look. See those things you have on. Oh, look what braids. Look how she make that look. See? All right. Well, I can go all in all with you. Okay. Just letting you know what's going on. You don't have to believe me. Well, go read it for yourself. That's I forgot all y'all readers the King James version of the Holy Bible. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to find it in there for you. It's in there. Definitely in there. But anyway, let's continue on. All right. Because all this is happening now, this is the time that you live in at the end of this. So Jesus told us it should be like the time of Noah. And so when the time of Noah, them demons that just came down, and boy, they were wrapping it up. Was they? Ooh, Azazel, it came down and what it was doing. All right. All that you see going on now. Anyway, let's continue on. I will send witnesses to them that I may testify against them, but they will not hear. They will kill the witnesses, the saints. Come on, bro. I done read all that to you, bro. Go to search on Father Isaiah. Did they not? How many prophets did they have killed? They killed Father Zachariah. Well, Zacharias between the altar and the temple. Okay. Come on, man. I read that to you. All right. I'm just letting you know what they have done. And what they're planning on doing now, killing all the saints. There you go. I went there already. popular father Abraham and say, who is the children? They asked him, Father Abraham, and say, who is the sacrificer? Who is he sacrificed and what he sacrificed to? And the Most High told him, said, that's the one that cites all murderous deeds. And we know that he laid all that to what? At the feet of Azazel. Azazel. That's where he led to the feet of Azazel. And then when you look at the altar, what you have? The righteous nation, not righteous seeds, the saints of God, the witnesses, disciples, all that who he slain it, and what he slain it to. That altar was God's anger. When the altar was made, I mean, that temple, forgive me, that statue was God's anger. What an idol, silver and gold that's made up, all that. All right. All I do is give it to you as you have given it unto me. All right. Well, we know that it's the truth, is it not? All right. And so what their plans on doing right now, the same thing. Yeah, that was the, come on, bro. Book of Daniel. Let's go to the book of Daniel, book of Revelation. What it say? All right, if you don't take the mark of the beast, the image of the beast, bow down to the beast, the internet, what you gonna do? He's gonna kill you. And we are the righteous nation, the righteous seed, and all we do is what? Serve our Creator, just like all our forefathers have done before us. Okay, I'm just telling you what He said. Or if not, all that didn't come to pass, and it's still gonna happen. All right, that's some more. Because you go to the book of Revelation, say, they asked in the saints, say, how long, Lord, would you not avenge us? He said, no, you have to wait a little while longer till your other brethren, what, be slain. Come on, bro, it's in the book of Revelation. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's go. Let's see. No, we welcome. I will send witnesses to them that I may testify against them, but they will not hear. They will kill the witnesses. They will persecute those who seek the law, and they will persecute those who seek the law. And they will abolish and change everything in the law, so as to work evil before my eyes. Have that all that changed? Man, they gave you Christianity, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist. They gave you all those things. Have they not? All right. Are you serving your Creator? Are you serving wood and stone, silver and gold? All right. Iron and brass. And that's who you'll serve. And the Jews waiting on who? They waiting on their Messiah. And they get you to give them all silver and gold. Yeah, send all your silver and gold, your valuables over. Bless the Jewish people, and God gonna bless you. Bless the Israelis, and God gonna bless you. God didn't tell you all to do that. It didn't. All right, let's continue on. Until you bless Israel, the people, and God was gonna bless you. And you know that they're not Israel, they're the Jews. Jewish, they're not even Jews. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, because that's what's going on, and they have changed everything. Come on, man. You're supposed to be worshiping, no, you're supposed to be keeping this covenant. And the Sabbath day is a part of the covenant. But are you keeping that? No. Oh, that was done away with at the cross. And then they come and tell you about the laws and there. Oh, no, all that was done away without the cross. But Jesus tells you, I come to destroy the law and the prophets. The law and the prophets. I didn't come to destroy, but I come to what? To fulfill the law and the prophets. Have you not done that? All right. The reason why I'm telling you about all these things, because there ain't nothing changed. Man, the people, everything you said that was going to happen is happening. Just like, let's go back to Hades. All right. So what's got to happen? All right. Lord God, they talking about, oh, everything's still the same and everything. Lord God already told you. I tell you that all the time. Jesus said, Lord God said, first cast the beam out your eye, and you see how to cast, clearly how to cast the mote out your brother's eye. So if you cast the beam out your eyes, things what? Things have changed. And that's what we tell you. You gotta go read the book of Ecclesiastes. Tell you things change every second, every minute, every hour, things are changing. Only one thing does not change. All right, let's continue on. The Lord who changes not. He have not changed his covenants, he have not changed his commandments, he have not changed none of that. But what man did, as he told you what he was going to do. All right. Anyway, They will kill a witness. They will persecute those who seek the law. They will abolish and change everything in the law so as to work evil before my eyes. Have they not done all that? All right, then. You got those that say they're Jews, but are not. They're waiting on the Messiah. They don't care nothing about that. They're sacrificing to the god Moloch and everything. But you don't see it that way. And then a person like me come along, one of God's witnesses come on and tell you, say, man, that what y'all doing, that's not right. Y'all not worshiping y'all creator. Y'all worshiping silver and gold, wood and stone. You worship, buy my book, buy my CD. Yeah, I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down this morning. But they tell you that's what they tell you all the time, and that they know more than God. That was Satan did. I'm gonna make my throne higher than God. They're doing the same thing. They're teaching you how to do the same thing also. And you see, all that they're doing have nothing to do with the Most High. But yet and still you run into that. I seen on it yesterday talking about that HOI people, IUC people telling them to come out to church houses. For what? To come to y'all? Y'all doing the same thing. There ain't no difference between the church house and y'all. Y'all doing the same. Oh no, we keep the covenant. We keep nah, bro. I look at you, you got the false stars on your head, the Moloch gold wrapped around your head. You got all those. I won't get it. I'll get off there. But y'all see what they're doing. They're different colors, gold and all that, marching down the streets like a bunch of damn fools. Yeah, God is telling them to do that. They did. All right. So he told Peter, John, and all, I said, this is what I want y'all 12 to do. I want y'all to get there together, march down the street. Anyway, let's continue on. No, I'm gonna let you know. Because you're falling for the same old okie doke. Israel falling for the same old lies. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. I will hide my face from them. I will deliver them into the hand of the Gentiles. They will be captured like prey for their eating. I will remove them from out of the land. I will scatter them among the Gentiles. And they will forget my law, my commandments, all my judgment. They will go astray regarding the observance of the new moons, the Sabbath, the festivals, the jubilees, and the laws. Well, when we start observing the festivals, the new moons, the Sabbaths, the jubilees, and the laws, that's how we return unto him. Be baptized in his name and receive the gift of promise of Holy Ghost. Other than that, you don't have no part. You have no part of you. You have to hid your face from you. So when you go in this church house, temple, tabernacle, high place, and they talk about, oh God, heard my voice, oh God, you see me, and all that's a lie. Because he tell you, I hid my face from you. And then when you hear the pastor preacher tell you about, God wants you to be prosperous, God wants your business to grow, God wants your ministry to succeed, and all that foolishness. And God himself tell you, I don't hear them. I hid my face from them. They don't keep nothing I told them to keep. But y'all don't believe that. And it's here written and writing. And none but Satan. Okay, I was there too. I was living the same life just like y'all living right now. Yeah. But I mean, they got a remnant have to return now. That's all it needs is a remnant. He don't care about the quality, he care about what the quantity. All right. Now, forgive me. He doesn't care about the quantity, he care about the quality. Forgive me. When Satan's still working against me, don't worry about it. I don't mind saying I was wrong. I don't mind going back and getting it right. Well, you got these pastors, preachers, and teachers telling you wrong all day long, every day, all day. And are they telling you, say, well, forgive me, I was wrong. Let me tell you the right way. Are they doing that to you? Or are they continue on along their faults? Okay, so then I said, God required, God wants, no. Book of Ecclesiastes. He prefer the quality and not the quantity. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes. Go read. The Apocrypha. It's in this book right here. It's in the Apocrypha. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the. No, I'm going back to this part of the lesson. Okay, we're going back because that's what this is about. Okay, did you keep the new moon? Did you keep the observance of the new moons? Why? Because all our fathers, something happened on new moons to new moons. And we are observing those things that happen. And he blessed just like he blessed me. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. No. After they said, after this they will turn to me. Say, after this they will turn to me among the Gentiles. with all their hearts and with all their souls and with all their strength. And I will gather them from among all the Gentiles, and they will seek me, and I shall be found of them when they seek me with all their hearts and with all their souls. And I will allow them to see abounding peace with righteousness. I will remove them the plan of uprightness with all my heart and with all my soul. They shall be a blessing and not a curse. They shall be the head and not the tail. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. I just had to show. Oh no, I forgot to show you Gentiles. All right, let's go to the 49th chapter of the book of Jubilee. No, because you need to know that. All right, it's the 49th chapter. Let me see. Let me make sure. All right. No, let's see. Oh man, don't tell me I lost it again. No, because it tell you who the Gentiles are. Oh man. Oh, hold up. I mean, I finally lost it again. Let's see. No, because he tell you who the Gentiles are. I'll get it for you. I guess I'll just post it. No, I thought to tell you because we are those people. Let's see. 33. All right, hold up, let me see. No, let's say 33, 6, 14. All right, here we go. All right, chapter 44. Book of Jubilee, chapter 44. I'm not going over everything with you. Chapter 44. All right. We start at 34th verse. And all the souls all the souls offspring of Jacob, which went into Egypt, were 70 souls. These are the children's children, in all 70. But 5 died in Egypt in the time of Joseph, and they had no children. In the land of Canaan, 2 sons of Judah died, and Onan. We know that. And they had no children. And the children of Israel buried those who died, and they were counted among the 70 Gentile nations. All right, I'm just letting you know. All right, okay. No, all I can do is let you know. Okay. All right, so now we got out that. No, we got to go back. We got out of that. Now we're going back to where we're at. Still the same thing. I just went off to show you that you got to return. You're gonna be restored. You're gonna be revived. You're gonna get your strength back and everything. All right. That's what we say. And he said, "It is a light thing that thou shalt be my servant to raise up the tribe of Jacob and restore to preserve." And to restore the preserve of Israel. I will also give thee for the light unto the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation to the inner earth. So now we know all that. Anyway, let's continue on. Thus said the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to whom men despise it, to him whom the nation abhorred, to the servants of the rulers. Kings shall see and arise, princes shall also worship, because the Lord that is faithful, the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. As I just finished reading to you. Thus say the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee. In the day of salvation have I helped thee, and I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth and cause to inherit the desolate heritage. That's who, are we not returning? Are we not the desolate heritage? Okay, that's who we are when we return and becoming what? No longer Gentiles, but who? Israel, God's chosen people. I mean, I didn't go over that. But what the Gentiles mean, they don't have, no, they have no control over their genitals. I read that to you before, man. Thou mayest say to the prisoner, go forth. To them that are in darkness, show yourself. They may feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. All right. That thou mayest go to the prisoners. Are you not prisoners? Are you not captive? Go forth to them that are in darkness. Are we out in that darkness? And we know what that darkness is. Show yourself. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in high places. They shall no longer, they shall not hunger nor thirst. So we know about it. We should know. Neither shall the heat nor the sun smite them. For he that hath mercy upon them shall lead them. Even by the springs of water shall he guide them. So all that's the prophecy. And we know that we're going into the wilderness. Well, we're going to wilderness. We're not hungry and thirsty. Are we hungry and thirsty now? We know the bread. We know the everlasting water. We know all that now. Okay? And so he's going to return and take us where? Okay. I will make all mountains away, and the highways shall be assaulted. I say, I'll make all my mountains away, and my highways shall be assaulted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Seest. Say Seest, man. All right. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful. Well, because we know he's coming from all ends of the earth, from the four corners of the earth. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth. Break forth into singing, O mountain. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. Now you can't just go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right, just been reading to you in the book of Jubilees how he's gonna restore us, revive us, heal us, and everything. Deuteronomy, go to Deuteronomy. That's Deuteronomy is a part of one of the 5 books of Moses. All right, I just read that to you. That book of Jubilee was on top of Mount Sinai, and they had those angels to tell Moses. Moses wrote everything down. The holy angels, if I'm not mistaken, the holy angels wrote it down. All right. Anyway, now go ahead back there and get it more. Let's go back there and see. I just read it to you, man. All right. But Zion say the Lord had forsaken me, and my Lord had forgotten me. Now I just been reading that to you, to where he said that so that they'll know that I have never forsaken them, or have never left them, never forgotten. All right. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Okay? Because he told you everything was. I just going to read that to you. Go ahead, man. I'm not going backwards and forwards because you know that. All right, you know everything I told you, everything I tell you is written down. You just have to what? When you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall what? Find me. You seek me with your whole heart, then I will do what? Restore you, revive you, and strengthen you again. And you will once again become the head and not the tail. All right. The ancient and the honorable is the head. That's everybody. If you keep all your ways, everything, then you're the head. The prophet that speaketh lies, he is the tail. Okay. What you say I am and what I am are 2 different things. All right. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hand. Thy walls are continually before me. I have graven thee upon the palms of my hand. Thy walls are continually before me. All right. So you know I gotta stop there. So I had done another because I was, you have a time set, and if you don't do what thus say the Lord, like I told you, man, Lord kept revealing himself unto me, just like he revealed himself unto Father Solomon. He kept on revealing himself unto me, and so, but this time I was keeping the Sabbath. I don't think I was keeping the covenant. I was keeping the Sabbath. I mean, I was keeping Passover. No, I might have been keeping unleavened bread also, but I wasn't keeping everything. They had something. But anyway, much as I can remember, man. I'm trying to give you much as I can remember. So I told you I did another 3-day fast. And so at the end of that fast, I was on my knees praying on the side of my bed. Now that's before I started truly burning frankincense and myrrh. That was because I didn't know what it was about. I wasn't praying in the morning before the sun rising. I wasn't praying at the sunset. I was just doing still have a lot of old Christian ways. God at the end of the day, drop down the knees before I could get in the bed and say a little prayer and stuff and jump in the bed. And so this night when I did that, then because I wanted to know, and I demanded. I fed 3 days and 3 nights, and I demanded that I see my Creator, that I see the Lord, that I see Jesus. Yeah, that's what the fast was about for me. I demanded that I see him. No, I'm telling you what I did. I demanded that I see him. So I fed the 3 days and nights, demand that I see him. Then I told you this before. So while I was kneeling before his throne. I was at the foot of the throne. He was at the foot, and they had the angels on the right side, angel on the left side, and he was in the middle. All right. And no, I couldn't see them real. And I saw him, and he was sitting on his throne. But while he was sitting on his throne, he still was taking care of business, and you could see him. You could see it that he still was everywhere at one time. He was showing it to us. But anyway, as you call on him, he comes. I mean, if you're doing it the right way. And so he was showing me that. And so after I finished praying and everything like that, next thing you know, that was my time to come back. And so what he did was, it was my time to come back to earth, man. It was our body spirits, man. Come on, man. You know God can do anything. Lord God can do anything, man. Y'all just, I don't know. All I can do is tell you how to get closer to him. And so you can have different experiences and have that personal relationship, whatever. So when I got ready to leave, he took his hand and showed me that I was truly with him. He showed me the nail print in the palm of his hand. He showed that to me. And I also saw the nail print in the palm of his right hand. He showed me that. And I seen the nail prints in his feet. Okay, and then next thing you know, I was back on my knees in the house. All right. I'm just letting you know. Because that's what that means. Behold, I have graven thee on the palm of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste. The destroyer and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Thy children shall make haste. Thy destroyers and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thy eyes around about, and behold, all these gather themselves together to come to thee. As I live, say the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. Yeah, man. Because they all of them are against you. We already know that they are against you. We know that everything that they have done against you. All right. Also, we know that we are not in our land. All right. We also know what the prophecy say, that he's gonna make our enemies come humble themselves before me. He's gonna make our enemies come bow before him and humble themselves before us. That's the prophecy, man. All right. All those that were against thee shall come unto thee and humble themselves. For the waste in thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by the reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow the up shall be far away. They're in our land, there belongs in that land, and that land is supposed to be desolate, but we're not there, so we know already that he's gonna clean that land up. All right. All right. No, there's so much in there because we know when we take off everything of this world and put on sackcloth and ashes, that represents what? Our righteous garment. Now y'all can't tell me that. Y'all ever went to sleep and saw yourself a young man or with a white garment on? You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. But that's one of the first things you get, a white garment. All right. Anyway. Yeah, that's one of the first things you get, a white garment. Okay. Signify that you haven't taken off everything of the world, put off everything of him. Shepherd of harmonies, man. Go to the shepherd of harmonies, man. It's in, you're a saint. You're a saint, man. Come on, brothers, in Revelations and a lot of other books. That's who you are. You can't change that. When I look on YouTube or something and they tell you that how they treat the those that say they are Jews in that piece, on that piece of dirt. All right, those people are not Jews. They're not. They are Israel. They are God's chosen people. They could never be Jews. Okay, well, they can pretend all they want and do all the ceremonies and sacrifice and do everything like that. That's not going to make them a Jew. Just like Levi. Levi can do everything like those that say they're Jews now. They can do everything, but that's not going to make them a Jew. All right? And he is over them. They're not over him. He is over them. But they have deceived him. But he's going to repent. Give him time. He's going to repent. Because the law of God says all of us going to repent. But like he told you, Judah was going to repent first. And I read that to you, man. Just read that to you. Testament of 12 patriarchs, man. My time is gone. Testament of 12 patriarchs. And until after when Levi repent, then our father Jacob come on the ship and get us all. Come on, bro. All right, I read that to you before. Anyway, no, all right. For thy ways in thy desolate places, the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by the reason of the inhabitants. We can't be over that land because those people over there, come on, bro, I read that to you. Go to the book of Levi. In the book of Levi, tell you how Jerusalem was going to become, now land going to become in the last days. It's sad because when you tell me, every time I get off and go into another book, that's time gone. And I just spend a lot of time in the book of Jubilees. I ain't going to read it all to you. I'm just going to read to you the part why it said, shall even now be too narrow by the reason of the inhabitants. Okay, so let me read that while we're not in our land. All right, even after we repent, we're not going to, let's continue. No, I'm going to tell you. All right, it said, in the 5th week, they shall return to their desolate country. All right, have they not? For the waste in our desolate places, in the land of thy destruction. Okay. Return to their desolate country and shall renew the house of the Lord. All right. All right. And shall even now be too narrow by the reason of the inhabitants. They are over there, right? And in the 7th week, in the 7th week shall come priests. In the 7th week shall come priests who are idolaters, adulterers, lovers of money, proud, lawless, lascivious, abuser of children and beasts. All right, then. So the Lord will put you over that land with all that filth. You're not going to do it. All right, they that swallowed the up should be far away. So he's going to have to take them and get them out of our land. Then we're going to be able to, no, I'm not letting you get sucked into that. No, because we already know all those things. Right now, it's about us getting our powers back and that they have a whole lot of power. All right, well, all you got to do is, if you truly don't know, text me if you truly don't know. Now, I tell you, text me, I'll tell it to you, but you don't have to come to me. That's what this is about. It's about you returning to your creator and you're having that personal relationship with your creator, and he's going to show you. Yeah, he's going to do more than show you. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what this is about. I'm just here because the prophecy had to be fulfilled. He said, I'm going to send you a messenger to prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom you seek your son and come into your holy temple. I'm just a person on that timeline. And I can tell you everything but two things I cannot tell you. There's like only two things. The exact day and the exact hour, I cannot tell you those things. But everything unto that point, I could tell you. Because he told you, see, I will send my messenger before you to prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight, and everything I tell you is about the covenant and who you are. All right. Then he tell you, I'm going to send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm here warning you about what's coming up on earth. The great and dreadful day of the Lord is a day of what? Darkness not light. I didn't win over. I told you that so many times. Then to do what? To turn the horse of the children back and forth, the horse back, all back into all our ancestors, all our fathers who was before us, and how they was deceived, because the whole world has been deceived. But they repented, and they became perfect in all their ways when they were at what? After they repented. Come on, man. Because you got people in those church houses, they're always born a Jehovah, when I was born in 7-day Adventist and all like that. And they have never repented. They have never. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No? Well, okay, well, let's continue on. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thy ears, the place is too straight for me. Give me a place to meet that I may dwell. Okay, because that's how we're gonna be, man. We gonna be no, we ain't gonna be with all that foolishness. No, we not. We gonna be, man, go read the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, it tells you there's gonna be no whores, no whoremongers, no idolaters, no soothsayers, no, that's not gonna be in our reign. All right, it's gonna be like the what? As the Garden of Eden. That's in the book of Job. All right. Because they have nothing, they had no serpent and all that in the Garden of Eden at first. They had no evil wickedness in them. Come on, bro. Then shall thou say in thy heart, who have begotten me this of these? Seeing I have lost my children, I am desolate, a captive, removing to and fro. And who have brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These were I had they been. Now, where had they been? I don't know why this thing. I'll go back over it. Oh, because I know they can take and flick it and do anything they want to do to it. Come on, man. You already showed you that when they had the two words and they asked you what was the sound, and one heard one sound, the other heard another sound. That was them doing that. And that's how they made the sound. All right, and then they'll show you that they can do the same thing. You look at it one time, you see one thing, and then you look at it again, it changes it back. That's what the people are doing, man. All right. Okay, well, you underestimate your enemy. I don't. I used to. No. Then should I say in thy heart, who have begotten me this? Well, these. Who have begotten me these? Seeing I have lost my children, and I am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro. And who have bought of these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where had they been? Thus said the Lord, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles. That's where we have been, among the Gentiles. And set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. Now, I can go back to that, because that's Jerusalem. Okay. Because Jerusalem told you, that's another book. It told you in the book of Jerusalem. She told you how she sent us away, Jerusalem, this place of his rest, the place where we're going to be at with him. I'm not coming back. Anyway, it told you how she sent us away and how she sent us away with weeping and moaning. And she became what? Desolate. All right. Then after that, the other people came in the land that Egyptian and read. And they brought all that filth in Jerusalem where it wasn't like that. All right. That's what she said. And say, these are not my children. These are not mine. No. Yeah, she don't want them. Okay. No. No. So when the righteous seed go back in there, that's what it's about. Bring the righteous seed back to her. Okay. Well, let's read it. Thus says the Lord, behold, I'll lift up my hand to the Gentiles, set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring their sons and their homes, and their daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. Now, I have read that to you. All right, just the book of Jubilees. Go read the book of Jubilees. And when we repent, we're going to be brought back into our land. Because right now, we are number one with the Gentiles. Come on, bro, I just read that to you. All right. And the king shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their faces towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, but they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. All right. I just already told you how it was going to be. All right. Because I didn't read it. The Lord God didn't talk to that. You can't go through this, you can't do this day and night, night and day, and have him on your mind at least out of 24 hours. You have him on your mind at least 23 hours. Yeah. And then when it comes to reading it, not knowing it, man, it doesn't work like that. All right. Because I already told you what he was going to make them do. Because of what they have done unto you. And Cain shall be thy nursing father, and thy queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, but they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. All right. No, let me. I told you that. I already told you how they was going. The Lord God told you that. All right. Because they're going to humble themselves before you, because all that they have done unto you, all they have fought against you, all that going to be changed. I just finished reading that to you. That you're going to become the head and not the tail. Should the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? Should the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus say the Lord, even the captives of the mighty should be taken away. Are we not captives? Yes, man. You're still in captivity. We're going back to our land. You got to wait. All right. They should not be ashamed that wait for me. You got to wait. It's happening. It's happening all over the world. Okay. When the day of darkness comes, we know that's what we're waiting on. But thus said the Lord, even the captive of the mighty should be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. That's us, right? And I will contend with him that contend with thee, and I will save thy children. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. Come on, man, that's in Deuteronomy chapter 20. Come on, bro. I don't want to go there. That's Deuteronomy chapter 20. I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. They shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. And all flesh should know that I am the Lord, the Savior and the Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Okay, well, you don't have to believe me, it's going to happen. It already started happening. Because I just read that to you. The prophecy have to be fulfilled. That's what I'm telling you all the time, man. All right, don't worry about what I do. You think I'm worried about it? You say, well, we going to kill you. Come on, man. Come on, man. When they tell me about that, if I ever hear it, I'm going to go right there to our father Abel. When Satan came to Abel, I'm going to kill you. Why? Because you're doing what's right. And if they come and tell you they're going to kill you, then you know you're doing what's right. You know you're doing everything of your father. You're doing everything of your creator. and you're perfect in all your ways. And Satan hate that. That's anyone that call upon the name of the Lord. He hates anyone that serveth the Lord God. Oh, because he don't have no power, nothing over you. You got to lay down your life when that time comes, just like our Lord God. This was just about to lay down life, just like all the other prophets, just like the Lord God himself laid down his life for us. So we're doing the same thing. We're not just laying down our life for ourselves. We're laying down a life for all of Israel. All that was before us and all that's going to come after us. We're laying down our life for all of that. Yes, we are. And we are strong and we are mighty in what? Okay. Yeah, we're strong and mighty in the Lord. And what is the Lord? The Word. Come on, man. All right. Anyway. No, because it's an easy thing. Because it was very easy for me to believe all those lies that they have been feeding unto me all those many years. Oh, yeah, it's very easy to believe. Then when the truth comes, that's what I'm supposed to believe and let it take root and everything. It's such a hard thing to realize that, yeah, that I'm a certain type of angel with a certain type of powers. It's a hard thing for me to understand that I can heal the sick, raise the dead, get the blind sight, do many other things. As he said that he has given up to. It's a hard thing for me to know that Satan don't have no power over me and I can do anything else. Yeah, that's what's going on. But the more you obey his voice, the more you keep his command, the more you keep his holy covenant, Sabbath day, his new moons and ordinance, things become more and more easier until you reveal more and more. There's a lot I would like to tell y'all, but I can't. Because like just like the things and stuff they been hiding from you all these many years. Okay, they're not giving you the Lord God don't want you to reveal his secrets and mysteries unto them. Because what they gonna do? Man, come on, man. Cast not your pearl before swines, least they do what? Turn and rend you. So you gonna cast your pearl. I've seen it before. Yeah, I've seen him giving out this paper right here. Giving out not by might nor by power. As soon as I give them to them, they're reading everything. Go get that back here. Oh, I'm a Catholic. I listen to the people say, yeah, they're the Catholic people. They like to claim Catholic. Oh, I'm a Catholic. That's what they claim. I'm just telling you what they claim. They claim that they're Catholics. So, you know, yeah, they can claim all that all they want. But when that judgment comes, yeah, tell that to the Most High. Tell that to the Lord God when that judgment comes down. Tell it. Oh, I'm a Catholic. Yeah, Lord God, I served you. I was a Catholic. Oh, yeah, Lord God, I was a Christian. I was a Catholic. Oh, yes, Lord God, I was a Christian. I was an Adventist. I was a Seventh-day Adventist. Man, and what did you think the Lord God going to tell you? Get away from me. You work of iniquity. I don't have nothing to do with you. All right, well, let's go there then. I didn't went to that before. I really don't. I don't, because I didn't say everything I ought to do is regurgitate the same thing. All of it there. Just the same thing, regurgitate the same thing over and over and over to you. Because when you start reading it, you see that he have never forsaken us and he have never left us alone. And so, as he had read to it, but you don't know that until you start obeying his voice, keeping his commandments. Then when you start obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, then you see. Then you see, man. You see it all, and then you start loathing yourself. But then he tells you, don't loathe yourself. It happened to all your faults. It happened to all of us. That's what he tells you. Don't worry about it. It happened to all your fathers, all of us. The whole world has been deceived. Did not tell us that. Okay, but all of us don't repent. Only a remnant. All right. But anyway, let me get this out. Because Jeremiah chapter 17. No, Jeremiah chapter 7 and 11 also. Well, no, because like they'll tell you, oh, we want you to pray for Hades. But that's chastisement being brought against Hades because they refuse to repent. And that's, come on, bro. All right, I'll give you this. I'll give you this secret in this truth. I'm going to tell it to you. Okay. There will be spirits that were created for vengeance, which lay upon his soul strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and increase the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, famine, and death. All these was created for vengeance. The teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked unto destruction. All right, then they should be read up on. No, they should rejoice in his commandment. They should be read up on earth where need is. And when their time is come, they should not transgress his word. Okay, because you're not looking at the twofold call. All you see is, oh, this demon, 3 days of darkness, oh, the darkness coming down. But you're not, no, because I told you, what is the dog? The dog is Satan being cast out. All the demons and the devil being cast out of heaven down to the earth. All right. Then we go read the book of Levi. Why are they being cast to chastise all those who haven't repented? Oh, bro, twofold call, man. I tell you all the time. And so, but they don't want to believe that. They want to believe some other thing, but you go ahead and believe it if you want to believe. But I'm going by what the word of God says. And as he has shown me, we go read about the darkness, just like when we was in Egypt. That's the book of Joshua. When we was in Egypt, and that darkness came. And let you know that darkness was evil spirits that he used to chastise just that portion of the world. No, the other part of the world was going on along with their business as usual, but just that part of the world that he was chastised. But this time, the whole world gonna be chastised. Man, it got, that we say, no, I like to say it this way, midgets on thousand upon thousand, midgets on midgets, like fallen demons coming down. All right, you kick them all out of heaven. That's a whole lot of them. They're gonna be scattered throughout the whole world, gonna be done. All right. Okay, well, all I can do is give it to you as he has given it unto me. Now I know I read this to you. Jeremiah chapter 7. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, stay in the gates of the Lord's house and proclaim these words and say, hear the word of the Lord, all ye of Judah that enter to these gates to worship the Lord. All right, but we know now, I mean, like I tell you, I know I read this before, but once you know what, once we know what the house of the Lord is, once we know what the gates are, okay, once we know who Judah is, all right. And then, because we say, the word of the Lord to all ye of Judah that enter in these gates to worship the Lord. Do everybody enter the gates to worship the Lord? No. Come on, man. We go to the shepherd of horns. And he took those stones that was round and some stones that was dark and tried to give it and put it in there. And Lord God took that thing and hit it from. All right. Then the stones didn't fit. And then the blackness came on the stones and everything. And then he took them and told them, said, well, throw these stones out of the gate. Okay, put them in a desert place. Now, if they turn and become square, then you put them back in. But he said none of them can be put in unless they take hold, unless they be touched by the 7 virgins. And then they may be entered into the gates. Man, go read it, bro. Shepherd of horns, man, go read it. And it tells you about those gates. Okay, so when you go in the gates, you go in the gates to do what? Worship the Lord, because that's what we do. We worship our Creator in spirit and truth. We'll learn about the gates, man. The gates sit up on that rock, and who's the rock? All right. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways you're doing, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. So you can't dwell in that place unless you have what? 6 principal men and 7 virgins. Really, 7 principal men and 7 virgins. Don't read it, right? It's there. It's there, man. It's everything that you need to know. Is it? No, it's not everything you need to know. It's just about it. Just about it. Yeah.
Okay, because you know many of your ways and your doings, you can't get into the gates. You can't go into the gates unless you're all right. Don't read it there. I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there because if I go there, man, no, I can stay on there 6 hours or more easily in the book of in the shepherd of harvest. Okay. Trust ye not into lying words, saying the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. Man, that's what they're doing. Are you not doing it every morning? I heard a woman this morning, Joyce Meyer. Yeah, talk about when she first came and talk about how the woman kept coming to her and told her that she was filled up. She come and listen to the same old thing. And then Joyce Meyer said, well, you should come in here and get rid of some of that stuff and come be able to give and all that. All that's foolishness, man. Right? Because they don't have nothing to do with the law. They don't have nothing to do with the law. Because once you find out what the Lord requires of you, you find out there's always something. You always worship him, you always praise him, you always, all constantly. Is that not so? And then he's constantly giving you dreams, visions, sending his holy angels and all different things. Stuff always going on. Okay. All right. Okay, because we know we are the temple of the Lord. Are we not? That's why I tell you, go read the shepherd of harvest, find out. Who is the church? Why is the church? Who is the temple? Okay. If you truly amend your ways and your doing, if you truly execute judgment between man and his neighbor, if you oppress not the stranger, the fatherless, the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt, then I will cause you to dwell in this place, and the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever. So much going on with that, but let's take it now. There's a lot going on with that. But we know when we take off everything of this world and put on everything of him, okay, yeah, we know that now. Man, come on, bro. What you think I sit down here for to tell you? Because we know what that truly means. Okay. Man, all that, you know that all that is the shepherd of harvest, man. Come on, bro. All that. All right. Now I call you to dwell in this place in the land I gave to your father forever and ever. And what did he say? Testament of the 12 patriarchs. When y'all repent with your whole heart, and I'm coming back and bringing you into the land that was covered unto you, bringing back to the land that was promised unto us. I just been reading that to the book of Jubilees when we start keeping what? Obeying his voice, keep all his commandments, his law, his covenants, his statutes, his judgments, his new moons, his festival days. Well, what that means then? All right. Behold, you trust in lying words that cannot profit. Come on, bro. All right, well, then go buy one of their books, go buy one of their CDs as they sell it, in partnership with them, and see what type of profit you're going to get. Just let them know, well, they say they know more than God. If they're telling you buy my book, buy my CD, come partnership, that's what they're telling you. Say, I know more than God. And if you come to me, I'm going to tell you just like Satan told you. Yeah, you're going to be as God, just like Satan told him in the garden. That's what the same thing, these pastors, preachers, teachers, prophets, all of them telling you the same thing. Okay, because you believe in those things can't do nothing for you. You go get all your championship rings, go get all your piece of papers and everything, and see what it does for you. Just let me know what type of profit. Okay, well, then you got, when they talk about those men be out there and say, oh, look at, you know, that they have a PhD in astrophysics. Listen to the sound of that man voice, and then you go out there and they're on the street, lying down on the streets, day and night. Yeah, then you want to know why. And they have degrees and everything else. Or you see these people with all these different degrees that working at Burger King or McDonald's. Don't worry. I did the same thing too. Had degrees of sweeping floors and doing all stuff, all type of stuff. Okay? Because I was in being a Christian, trusting in lying words that could not profit me. And what else I was doing? Yeah, and giving them tithes and offerings and all like that, Lord, can't profit you nothing, man. Because you have no power. None of the signs that the Most High said that will follow my servant, none of the power, none of the promises that the Lord God says shall follow the disciple, the apostles, and his servants, you don't see none of it. But yet still you're buying their books, buying their CDs in partnership with them. And oh yeah, we sending our food over here, we feed, no, they do their clinics and the foods, giveaways and all like that. Well, Lord God didn't tell them to do that. Okay, well, they're not going to the spots like south of the border. They're not going down there. In Hades, they're not going over there. Yeah, you know they're not going there when they do their commercial, all of them going to the Sudan. Oh, they got a drought over there in Sudan and the people are starving. That's where we are here. We're giving out food and everything. The United Nations are giving out food and they might go over there. Why? Because they feel safe over there. Apostle Paul them didn't go into a place where they felt safe at. They didn't. Come on, bro. Apostle Paul was in prison houses. No, Jesus come out what? A low income place. Galilee. Come on, bro. Because anything good come out of Galilee. All right. Oh, before I forget. I live in New Orleans, so on CB WWL Channel 4, Florida. Because you can go there and bring this up. It's a commercial. And they got all the pastors, got the different pastors, different priests from different churches telling you to take the vaccine. I told you what it was going to come to, man, because that's a big false. All right, well, y'all go ahead on. I told you that. Because them people are not of God. If I'm of God, and I tell you that the Most High, your Creator can heal you, and He got the cure for everything, then why would I tell you go take a shot? Why would I tell you go take? I felt none of that foolishness too. Yeah, I was taking I took the shingle shot. So that's how you be great to see. And I took I used to take that flu shot every year, vaccine. Yeah. Until one day it made me so sick. The Lord God said, yeah, He told me that. See, that you didn't trust in me, you didn't ask me, you just went and did it up on your own. Yeah, and then you become sick and different diseases be taking hold of you and everything. But He'll heal you, but He just let you know, see, you should have came unto me. You're not depending upon me, you depend upon science, everything of Azazel. You depend upon medicine, what I have turned over to those who don't obey my voice and keep my commands. Go read it. Where it's in the book of Ecclesiastes, in this book of Apocrypha. Because a lot of people think when they go to the doctor and the doctor give them a little healing, no, don't cure them, and make them smooth them for a little while. Oh, that's God. It's not God that sent that doctor and everything like that. Well, God has sent the doctor to do all that too. But He also want to turn you over to that doctor because you didn't obey His voice and keep His commandments. Go read it. Go read it. All right, because He done the same thing unto me. All right, because He became blind. Yeah. All right, anyway. Behold, you trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will you steal, murder, commit adultery, swear falsely, burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom you know not? Would you? Yes, you would. Yeah, you have all. Yes, you have. You've done all those things already. Well, I ain't killed nobody. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. All right. Now, you might not have killed them directly, but indirectly, you have done a whole lot of stuff. You have stolen and everything. Swear falsely. Burn incense unto Baal. I went to been to the Catholic Church for funerals and stuff like that, what they call them, dismissal service. And they come out there and they have that, that censer where they put that frankincense and myrrh in there and they be swinging it. And then you see, I look at all the statues in the place. And the priest come out there and give you that piece of cracker and that stuff, put in your mouth and drink this one, I can do that. But I'm just telling you what they do. All right. And come stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say we are delivered to do all these abominations. Yeah, that's what they tell you to do. Oh yeah, you come out off the streets, and then had your bout with drugs, had your bout with adultery, had your bout with fornication, had your bout with gambling, all the bases, and had your bout with sin. And then now you think that since the Most High then came and the Lord God, the Creator came and revealed everything, Jesus. The Creator came and revealed things. Now you think that you clean, and you can go stand in the house that is called by His name. And then them 7 demons more wicked than before take a hold of you. But you don't think so. You don't. You don't. Yeah. And you think that you're able to do all those things. Well, you know, folks say we can do that. Folks say we can smoke, curse. Oh yeah. Peter cursed. I give you right to curse. And then smoke cigarettes, drink wine, do all those things. Yeah. Yeah. The other churches do all of them do the same thing. They make an excuse for everything that they do. I didn't been all of this with you before. Man, I know it feels like deja vu because I have been through all this with you before. All right. All right. And are delivered to do all these abominations. Yeah. That's what they tell you. Come on. God forgive you. You got revival. God will forgive you for everything. Now you go on out there and you go out there falling and get back up and doing all those things all over again. Then you wonder why you don't have no strength, no power. Because you're not obeying His voice, keeping His commandments. You're not doing nothing that He has commanded us to do. And therefore, you don't have no power. Come on, man. When I start obeying His voice, keeping His commandments, man, strength over and over again. More strength, more power, more strength, more obey His voice, more I keep His commandments, the more you strengthen me. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Is this house which is called by my name become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, say the Lord. Now, is it not so? We went over that the other day. All right, my time gets short, man. I'm just telling you all that I'm telling you, we have already been over all these things. Because when you go to different books, all of it read the same way, man. Come on, man. What you say, Clyde? Clyde, with God, waiting for God to change your name, Clyde. Really, yeah. I'm waiting for Him to change your name. I know He is. Because you're not going to serve, you're not going to obey His voice, keep His commandments, He's not going to change your name. It doesn't work like that. Because He said, I'm going to change your name. All right. Just let you know. All right. Well, let's continue on. All right. No, let's continue on. So yeah, they rob. You don't see that them people robbing, stealing from us all these many years. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Let's see. Is this house which is called by my name become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, say the Lord. Now, is that not so? All right, then. So I'm telling you what they do. Every time you look around, come partnership with me. Buy my CD, buy my book, buy my praying hand, buy my Star Guard flag, and all that different stuff. All right, then. Then no, let's continue on. And they tell you what they're gonna do with the money and everything. That's what they tell you. Okay. And what do they do? And what do you have? What do they do with the money? Can you go in their community? Come on, man. People jump out that church house and got those bodyguards around and you can't go nowhere near. And I don't care how much money you get. Yeah. Oh yeah. They I'm part of the leaders. I'm part of the 1%. I'm just telling you what they do. The Lord said, yeah, I see that they rob. Yeah. Even I have seen they become a den of robbers. Buy my book, buy my CD, come partnership with me. Man, there's so much going on. But go ye now to the place go ye now to the place which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel. And that's why I'm telling you. Because y'all, that's what this is about, judgment, and bringing swift judgment against our brother and them over there in Hades and everything, and they don't repent. All right. Judgment gonna come against those people. and Jamaica. Yeah, man, they got a whole lot of filth and sin going on in them different places. Yes, they do. All right, all right. But go down to the place which was in shallow. Now, I've been there. Yeah, I've been in shallow. I didn't know it was shallow at the beginning. I got to mark down on this calendar. Yeah, but I got exactly where it's marked at. I'm not gonna open it up. I know where it's at. I've been there. Yeah, just like he said, yes, too. Yeah. Where I set my name at first and see what I have done it for the wickedness of my people Israel. And boy, that place is, yeah, don't have nothing on there but a little piece of little shack. That's all, not that tall. That thing might not be 5 feet tall. And nothing but stone, rock, and then you can see where they have been eaten on the mountain. And the soldier was on the mountain. And people that say they are Jews but not on the mountain, but they M16s and their weapons of war in their hand. Because I was right over there by Bethel. And I told you what they had done me over there at Bethel. God gonna kill them people. God gonna wipe. I told you God gonna wipe because what they had done unto me. He gonna wipe Bethel and Ariel completely off the face of the earth. He told you he's gonna do it, yeah. But he told you, said, don't do it. You can't do it. No, you can't be doing all this here and nothing gonna happen. That just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. And now because you have done all these, works, say the Lord, and I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking, but you heard not, and I called you, but you answered not. Therefore I do unto this house, which is called by my name, where you trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your father, as I have done to Shiloh. Well, we know you've done all that. Yes, you have done all that. But then again, you're going to do it again. Oh, because I just been reading to you where we can't go in that land where it is now. We can't live in that land. We can't. Can't live in that land. That land got to be cleaned up. Because we are righteous and a holy nation. As I read that, we are a nation of inheritance. We can't live in that filth. All right. Anyway. Okay, I will cast you out now. I'm just telling you. All right. I will cast you out of my sight, as I cast out all your brothers, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Man, we know, just like I finished reading about that, bro, and it told you that this one gonna be, yeah, wash your hand real good, but this one gonna be, hold on. Yeah, I just finished reading that. Let me see. Oh, he told him, say, wash your hands real good because this thing is more stronger than the other. All right. Just finished reading that to you. Okay. Now I'll cast you out of my sight. I have cast out all your brothers, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up nor cry for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. And so you don't pray for these people for good. You pray for judgment against these people. Come on, man. It's a reason to pray for everything else. You're not praying for judgment no, you're praying for judgment so that they can be healed, so they can repent. And say, you're right about my name being changed. I know. But now give me a second, I'm going to tell it to you. You forget who you are. You are Israel, God's chosen people. You know that you were put in this land for among the heathens, among the Gentiles, for a certain time. That we know, and we know now that that time is up. But we also know that he said, what? I'm going to restore you, I'm going to revive you. I'm going to make you the head and not the tail. All right. Then he told you, I'm going to give you power from up on high. Then you're going to be able to do what? Just like the disciples when they went out first time. Come on, man, I'm going to revive and restore you. That in the book of Hosea, bro. Why is it so easy for y'all to believe the devil and everything that he's going to do, everything he's going to say he's going to do? Y'all can believe all that, but when it comes down to believing and knowing, because it's not about believing, you know. Because it's written, and you know everything I done told you and I done showed it to you. And you know that you're going to be restored, you're going to be revived, your power will be given back unto you. You already know that you're a certain type of angels. All right, well, you know all these things. And but when it comes to you take hold of them, you don't take hold of them. All right. No, because like I said, try, you know, all right, like you got those people over in Hades right now, they're married named Jimmy Barbecue. Try the spirit. Try the spirit. They are Israel, and God called us to repentance, so try the spirit. Yeah. Yeah. See that, all right, see thou not what they do in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem. All right, but hold up. No, because I read this before you. Because Judah is scattered out all through the earth. All right. That's why it says, see thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. There's two different places. Well, there's more than two different places, but he's telling you about, because we scattered throughout the four corners of earth, then and Jerusalem, you know what they're doing. All right, then. They gather there, the children gather wood and for the kindle of fire. The women knead their dough and make cakes to the queen of heaven. They pour out their drink of the offering unto other gods, that they provoke me to anger. Okay, all right. No, because what prayers are you praying? Are you praying 109, 35? Are you praying those prayers? All right. No. Do they provoke me to anger, say the Lord? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Yes. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man, upon beasts, upon the trees of the field, upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Okay, then you can always remind them, always tell them, always ask him, always humble yourself before him, and he will do these things for you. So he already told you, say, pray not for these people. And so if you're praying for somebody, you're praying for what? Okay, but when you go, no, he told you. So when you go to King David, okay, so when King David prayed for his enemies, what happened? What God did unto his enemies. And that's who you are. Okay, well, what you want? Well, you want to say, oh, well, they're my brother, and they around there maiming, burning, killing, looting, and everything, and you're gonna go right along because they say they are Israel, and you know they are Israel. I always go back, just like this lady. So she called me sir. Yes, when she called me brother. Yeah, because Lord God said, "Who is my mother or brother?" Except him that do the will of the Lord. So that would make us brethren. That would make us sister and brother, long as we doing the will of God. But if they're not doing the will of God, even though they're not none of your brothers or your sisters. That's what Lord God be telling you, teaching us all the time. But they pastor and preaching all them rival and say, oh, yeah, all God say love everybody, everybody's your brother and all that. That's a lie. And why they tell you that? Because when they be caught, when they be caught in the cookie jar, they say, be caught doing all this, they want you, and they're going to tell you, remember, God said you got to love everybody. See, that's what they're going to tell you. All right? All right. They have better off for them to tell you like our Father said, reward not evil with evil. Say, yeah, we reward not evil for evil. That's not our place. Well, what is our place? The judgment? Yeah, but who is the reward of everything? All right. The Most High, and that's what he wants us to do. Pray and ask him, and he will do it. Okay, well, try it then. That's why I keep telling you, try the Spirit. All right. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, put your burnt offering unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor command them, and they that have brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. He didn't do it. All right, well, let's see what he said there. No. I mean, y'all know, y'all going along the paths and preachers, they know everything. All right. All right. All right. Well, let me just tell you, Let me just tell you. No, because I want you to know it. Right? Jeremiah chapter 7. Okay. But this thing command I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and you should be my people, and walk in all the ways that I command you, that it may be well unto you. But they're not telling you that. They're not telling you obey his voice, keep it up. Come on, buy my book, buy my CD. Now I want to tell you how to serve God. I want to tell you how to increase your faith. I want to tell you how to get the knowledge of God. See? And that's what they're telling you to do. They're not, oh, come on, partnership with me. Now I'm going to feed them. I'm going to go over there and feed those people. God didn't tell you all to do that. No, he didn't. Now I tell you that all the time. All right. Because when the time comes and you might find yourself in a place and hear the Lord's voice say, this way I want you to act, this is what I want you to do. Because there's a reason and purpose for everything under the sun. You're not just find yourself in a place for nothing. There's a reason and purpose for that. All right. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walk in the counsel in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backwards and not forward. I just read that to you in the book of Jude. And I did the same thing too. I'm not just telling you those things, just telling you what happened unto me. And everything, all the judgments and everything they say will come against me because I didn't obey his voice, those things that came against me. But through the prayers of our fathers, I repented and I learned of the commandments of the covenant and how to obey his voice. And when he commanded, that's when everything changed for me. Okay. Since that day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, until this day I have even said unto all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sinning them. Yet they hearkened not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck, that they did worse than their fathers. But we can already know, he told us we was. We were rebellious. We were rebellious and stiff-necked and stubborn. We all told us that. All right, so now when a person like me come down there, and I'm not with that flash and all that foolishness, just like the Lord God, just like you are, they won't listen to you. They won't hearken to you. Say, man, nah. Where you find that at in the King James Bible? It doesn't say that. And then you open up and show it to them that, and then they're gonna make what? Another skill. Oh, no. That's in the Old Testament. That don't count. That was done away with. It's in the New Testament. Come on, man. That's what they tell you. I mean, I heard that lie all my life. Saying that, oh, that's the Old Testament. It was done away with. This is the New Testament. We under the new covenant. We under grace. That's what they tell you. Yeah, you're under grace, but everything, you're still gonna be held accountable for everything that come out. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out the mouth of God. And you're gonna be held accountable for every word that proceeds out the mouth of God. All right. I mean, I can tell it to you again. Yeah, this is why I command them, saying, obey my voice. Okay. Now what that mean? Everything come out of his mouth. His voice obey. Okay, and walk in all the ways that I command you. See? But are they doing it? No, I didn't do it. Because I was a Christian. I was an Adventist Christian or a Baptist Christian or Pentecostal Christian or whatever. Yeah. And so when you do those things, you don't obey all you're doing everything what that pastor, that preacher say, or what they are. No, I want to keep on forgetting the name of that. No, they got a creed or something there. I call it a creed, but yeah. The church got this decree or church covenant. Whatever that church covenant says, that's what they do. Yeah. All right, go ask. They got one. And then one they tell you, say, well, when you move from out this neighborhood to another neighborhood, you'll easily go join another church. Yeah, that's how they got that thing set up. Everything but worship and serve your creator. No greater voice of your creator. Come on, man, I will tell you all the time. They tell you buy their books, buy their CD, partnership with me. They tell you they know more than your creator. They know more than God. That's what they're telling you. All right. But they hearken not, nor incline their ears, but walk in the counsel and the imagination of that evil heart. And went backwards, not forward. So when I come up here. I know y'all get tired of me telling you about the Oversons, the Robersons, the Robertsons, the Susans, and all them other people. I know you do. But that's what they're doing. They walk, everyone walk in the imagination of, oh God, I didn't tell you about a book. I didn't tell you to write a book. I didn't tell you, put that sermon on no CD. No, I didn't tell you to sell it. No, I didn't tell. No, that's what he's telling me what he told them not to do and what they are. And man, they did up on their own will. The imagination of their people, just like me. Yeah, well, after the Lord God revealed it, he didn't tell me, well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go, to Oakwood College, and I want you to get a degree in divinity, theology. I want you to go get preacher's license. I want you to be the pastor of the church. No, I took all that up on my own. I want you to be like, no, I'm just telling you, all that up on my own. And guess what happened? When those demons finished with me, I'm laughing, but it ain't no joke when them demons did. Because you're a young man and you can withstand heartbreaks and all that because you're young. And you can bounce back, but you don't know it's taking a toll upon you. Every time something happens, it takes a toll upon you. Because you're not obeying voice, keeping his commandment. Because if you were being taught the right way, like we was in the lane, like all the other fathers was taught, all right, then it'll be totally different. Yes, it would be totally different. You still fall and everything wouldn't be like it is now. Come on, bro. All right, anyway. So that's what it's going. Everyone, yeah, because is that not evil? When I tell you, if I tell you, say, well, listen, I made some, I got some praying hands. They made out of silver, and I want you to buy them for $1,000. Is that not evil? I'm telling you, do evil. I'm telling you, buy some idols. Is that not evil? All right. Then I'm telling you, come on, buy my book, buy my CD, and I'm going to teach you how to worship God. Is that not evil? He didn't tell me to do that. He told me to turn the hearts of the children back to the Father, the hearts back to the children. He didn't tell me to do all this other foolishness. All right, then. And so what I'm doing, I'm going by the imagination of my evil heart. All right, then how would you go forward? Obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, keeping his testimony and all that. That's how you go forward. All right. Okay. Don't get tired of telling. No, but I don't get tired of telling them that, but they don't allow what the Lord God said. All right, let's see what he said. All right, yeah, they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck, and they did worse than it falls. And so I rise up early, and I tell you that Joyce Meyer, they have her on television one time. She come on like, both of them come on at 6:30 in the morning, and some of them come on and during the weekend. I mean, on the first day of the week, they be on there like 5:30 in the morning. All right, I'll be up that time. All right. Okay, because I rise with the sunrise and pray like he told us. Okay, and while the sun set, like he told us to do. All right, so these people, the people know. Don't think them people don't know. They know. They know because the Lord God being told them, say, "Dad, I want you to go turn it on that station." They don't even know why they turn it. And they turn on that station and everything, and then they see me. Don't think they don't know, don't hear it. Because the Lord God, just like he showed you and told you, say, hey, listen to me. This is my servant. Well, he told them the same thing, but they won't do it. All right, but yet they hard not to do it. Hearken not to me, nor incline to ear, but harden their neck, and they're worse than their fathers. Also, are they still telling you buy their book, buy their CD, come partnership with me? But they're even doing worse now, as I told you. We want y'all to take this vaccine as we take our vaccine and get herd immunity. And then that's what they tell you. Then I go there and the Lord God showed me last night, this morning rather, come down and tell me, say they're going to have to wash your hand real good because this one will be worse than the other. All right, then. I'm just telling you man, come on, bro. Then also it showed me that they're going to have what? A famine. It was two famines. They're going to have inflation. All right, because in a car, the car represents coming, right? It's coming fast. It's coming fast. It's in the car. And the car was already warmed up and everything. Just wanted me to get in and boom, drive off. That's where it is. It really is here now. And so how the board showing you that whatever the cost gonna go up 200%. Because say 200. All right, I'm just letting you know. And so all that's coming on you right now. Because he told you when I go back and I told you say go ahead, the 2 horses that the 2 black horses. So we know black means famine. All right. But it might mean something else too, but I'm just saying in this case it means famine. And so when that Asian man jumped out there with that sword to cut that man's neck off. All right, it's 2 types of famine they're gonna be. One is man-made, the other one is come from the Most High, which is still continue on to say the same thing. All right, but that's what's going on right now. But I guess, I mean, a lot of y'all don't see it. I guess you will, though, before it's over. Because I went to the store yesterday, and something that I usually pay about $40 for, I paid $50 for the university. All right, and then the items are that wasn't that many items. Okay, because it already started. They already have their plan. I just read that to you yesterday, and how they gonna steal and rob. And guess what? They're not gonna know, because he told they robbed the widow, wife, the fatherless, which is what a single. All right. And no, and then they robbed the hireling in his wages. So they're gonna make prices go up, but they're not gonna give you the cost of living. That's the wages, the cost of living. Just like when they asked them for to raise the minimum wage, and they said, "No, we're not raising no minimum wage." And this is your government telling you that. This is what your government tells. Because everything is set up against who? Israel. All right? Because who is the most poor in the land? Just like when they tell you, when you're going out there and trying to change the laws to include hate crimes, and they won't do it. Why? Because who doing the most hate crimes? Who is going to be bought against? Esau children. All right? So why should they do it? Now, if that would have been, no, let's just be for real with it. If that would have been Black Lives Matter movement or whoever movement going to the Capitol and do all that stuff, man, they've been shooting them down like a dog. They'd have been called the National Guard, been there so fast and shooting them poor people down. Yeah, and nobody would say nothing. But by them being Esau children, they don't want to do nothing about it because they're white and right doctrine. And that's you still living under that rule. Nothing Satan laws, Satan rules. Come on, man, go to the 2nd chapter of Adam and Eve. The 2nd book of Adam and Eve, learn about G-U-N-U-N, and find out if they're not doing the same thing against you. Book of Apocrypha, the father Abraham, who they tell you who they hate, who they always sacrifice. Come on, bro. Right. Anyway, let's continue on. But the law of God telling these pastors and preachers have a lot to do with it. All right. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. See? Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it because I know what's going to happen. I can see the future. All right. Okay. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, and they will not hearken thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God, nor received correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. Is that not so? Okay. This is a nation that obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God. Is that not so? Well, are they obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, keeping his statutes, keeping his judgment, and new moon set? No, they're under Christianity. And all the other things. Buddhists, Hindu, Muslim, Islam, they're under all those different things. Boko Haram, ISIS, and all the other things. Judaism, Jews, Zionism. They're under all that foolishness. Right? That's what they are under. They're not worshiping it because the Lord God gave us specific things for us to specific do. Have it not? Yes, you have. I just read that to you. First chapter of Jubilee. Come on, man. All right, those things haven't changed, and that's a blessing for when we do that, because we obey His voice, keeping His command. All right, let me do this, man. Let me do this. All right. Anyway, no, all I can do is give it to you as He have given unto me. All right. So that say, but thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyed not the voice of the Lord their God, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and cut off from their mouth. Cut off thy hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up lamentation on high places. For the Lord hath rejected and forsaken the generation of His wrath. Okay, well, I already go look in one of my videos and see I had to cut off my hair. Okay. All right. For the children of Judah, because when you obey His voice, well, I didn't just do it because I read it also. But He came in a dream and a vision, I saw my hair cut. And so that's why I did it. All right. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, say the Lord. They have set their abomination in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. Oh, man, that's all the temple, high place, the tabernacle. I was supposed to go there. I didn't get to it. Yeah. All those church houses and everything. Have they not done that? Okay, then they go in there and no, man, go ahead, man. You go in there showing their tattoo, showing their hair fried, dyed, laid aside, got all the fine raiment on and everything. Come on, bro. Go outside and they jump into the name brand automobiles and all like that. Oh man, come on, bro. You know that's the truth. All right. Come on, Flag. You know this. I've been on here since once up, man. Time because I have to get ready for tomorrow morning, the 6 hours class or more. Man, God loves y'all. God trying to do everything till you can't do it no more because that day is coming. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's see. All right. So they had built high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, and burned his sons and their daughters in the fire, which I command them not, neither came into my heart. And so when I read that and putting it together, man, because I read that to you yesterday. The Moloch, the gods, the demons that they're still serving, and those gods require blood and fire and all like that. All right, then so when they do all these abortions and all like that, what they do with those fetus, I know some of them they take and put them in jars and all like that. All right, they're doing all types of stuff, man. Yeah, they're still doing it. And then another thing, when they need them bodies, the burned bodies and everything, I already show you that. They'll go set a building on fire. They put their weapons of war in places, let them burn and everything, man. People doing all, they're still doing sacrifices. He's telling you that they're still doing it. I didn't know they were still doing it. I used to think that it was, I just thought it was an accident or something. I said, well, it was an accident. They was in the house and this happened. No. You find out different, that they're still doing the same old thing to stay in contact with these demons. All right, if they do something and one of them demons get away, and then they know what to do. Then they have to go in there and go do that, whatever they have to do. Whatever sacrifice they're supposed to do, that's what they're doing, man. All right. Therefore, behold, the day is come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall burn in Tophet till there be no place. Yeah, well, it's coming. It's here now, really. But things have to grow up, man. The seed have to be planted, does it not? All right. But I can take it farther than that. But we know everything have to be prepared. Everything have to be prepared. Just like when I said 1948 when it started, but then the Most High came and correct and said, no, it was 1947 that it started. The 70 years. All right, so we forget about that. They have to be prepared. They have to get people together and come and and they say what they're going to do and all that. So that's the way it was. He told in 1947. And then the next year in 48, they they went to the UN, they rectified and all that. But the prophecy had been way before that. All right, the prophet go all the way back to our father Levi. Prophets, he told what they was going to do to go back into that land and what was going to happen when he got in that land. Okay, well anyway, let's continue on. And the carcass of this people should be meat for the fowls of the heaven. So I told you that, man. Okay. Anyway, let me continue on. And for the beasts of the earth, and none shall pray them away. And I told you, because whatever that beast was in the middle of the road, and I told you it looked like, no, because its nose was hooked, and the tail, it didn't have no tail like no dog tail or nothing. Oh, they had a little small thing, a little short thing that represented the tail. But anyway, then you can see his buttocks. And so he was in the middle of the street eating that flesh. And nobody told him to go or nothing. When he finished eating that, then I looked down, they had another one that was down farther, and he was eating in the middle of the street, and nobody was, and the streets were filled up with people and stuff, but nothing but afraid him away. He was in there eating that flesh. I'm just telling you what I saw in the dream, the night vision. Just telling you. All right. And I will cause, then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of the mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, the voice of the bride. The land shall be what? Desolate. And I tell you all the time that he got to clean up that land for us to go back. We can't stand this land. You can't stay. This is too filthy. That man's too filthy. You can't stay here. You can't stay in this, man. You can't stay here. Say that over and over again. You can't stay in this. No, he prepared a place. He said, where I am, you're going to be there also. I have prepared a place for you there. All right. And then when you read all the other books, all the other prophecies, they tell you the same thing. You can't lie. You can't lie. I mean, all I can do is give it to you as they have given it unto me, man. All right. Because everything is coming to a head. Everything is coming to a head. Anyway, all I can do it just like when they kept, you heard that knock when they were knocking on that door of Noah, and Noah couldn't open up that door and say, I know. He told him, said, I didn't shut the door. Knocking, I open it. Same thing gonna be now. I mean, once it happens, once it's over with. That's why I just been reading it to you. Oh, bro. Well, man, I just been reading that. Then will I cause, that's him. That's the most the law of God, law of your creator saying, then I will cause to cease from the cities of Judah. And you know we are scattered to the four corners of the earth. That's why it says cities of Judah. And then he goes and say, and from the streets of Jerusalem. All right. Because, come on, bro. Where would Judah? Judah gonna be in Jerusalem. Okay. All right then. But right now we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And we're into all these different cities, man. All right. The voice of the mirth, the voice of the gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, the voice of the bride, for the land shall be what? Desolate. Okay. Well, so I told you that. Then somebody did not recently tell me how they saw the great earthquake and saw the earth rocking and stuff like that. Yeah, Clyde, you told me. But anyway, I'm just telling you what's going on, man. Because, like he told me, you read the book of Ecclesiastes, it tells you, everything is constantly changing. Every second, every minute, things are constantly changing. Every time you wake up in the morning, you're getting closer. Every time that sun rises, you're getting closer. Every time that sun sets, you're getting closer. Every time that moon rises, you're getting closer. All I can do is give it to you, because that's what we are doing. We're getting closer and closer to what? That day. Go read the second book of Esdras. I'm going to tell you how a woman, when she gives birth, and when that child start coming, no longer can hold back, everything's built up. Man, you be in there. You be in, and I'm going to tell you this before I got to tell you this. So when you be in that stomach, you don't know, but you grow, and as you grow, the place where you at gets smaller and smaller. You get larger and larger, and that stomach gets smaller and smaller because you get larger and larger until one day, when all of a sudden, the water and all that go out, and then it'd be too tight. You have to come out. You have to come out. And so that's the same thing the Lord God told you. You got everything measured, weighed, and put in the balance, and everything is filled up. It meditates in. It's enough. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it no longer can take nothing. The rain is coarse, it's been filled up, and it's ready to be bought full. And nothing you can do about that. And that's the time. Go read the second book of Exodus. It's explaining to you. Explaining good, perfect in there. Yeah. Well, anyway, my time is up till tomorrow. I'm not, I have to go. I have to go. This is not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord. I am Elijah. Until next time.